Alright, this is the Keydown event, which is exclusive to user forms and ActiveX controls. We're still using the button that we were messing with earlier, but this is not one that was available in the worksheet or workbook events. The Keydown and key press events are basically they occur whenever you are clicking a key on your keyboard, and you can kind of control whenever the macro goes this way or that way depending on which key that they pressed whenever that button or whenever that control was active. So let's just briefly go over that. I'm going to give you guys a PDF or just this website of Microsoft's key code constants. So what this means is, let's go down a little bit. Let's see. We've got the control key, the shift key, the escape button. So let's say maybe they pressed the escape button while holding down, or while the current button or the current control was there. So you could say if key code equals VB key escape, then blah blah blah. Or you could use a value. If key code equals 27, then blah blah blah, and it still means that they've pressed the escape key. Or if, for this spacebar would be number 32 or VB key space, same thing. So these are built-in variables. But anyway, so let's go ahead and do that. If key code equals, and what number was that? If key code equals 27, we're going to trap the escape button. Or you could say VB escape. Well, I'm going to say 27. If key code is 27, then they've pressed the escape button. And so we're going to give them a quick message. We're going to say, you hit escape. End if. Alright, so let's go ahead and select the button. So remember, we only have a double click event right now. So it's okay to select the button for example's sake. If I press the keyboard key D, F, G, H, I, J. Okay, so nothing. But if I hit the escape key, it says you hit escape. So we know that that's working. Wonderful. Okay. So that is the basic part of using the event there, the Keydown event. The second part of the Keydown event is you notice there is a bival shift as integer. So this is whether the shift key was being pressed, and you can start off by saying, hey, was the shift key being held down before you even get anywhere with this. So if shift equals, I think there's 1, 2, and 3. If shift equals 1 or 3, then we'll just put a stop marker right there. And we'll say end if, and I'm going to indent this whole section. So let's go ahead and see what happens. We're going to click here, and I'm going to press shift. So if you hover over it, shift equals 1 right now. So if shift equals 1 or 3, then stop. So we see that. The key code is currently 16. So there are ways you can control that using whether the shift was in correlation with that. But typically, I just use the key code here and to trap whether they hit escape or if they press the home key or whatever. And then you can trigger one macro if they did this code, and if key code, you could say else if key code is something else. So if key code is the other one, if it's a space bar, then do something else, blah blah blah. So that's how to use the Keydown event.